When you come to East Africa, this is almost like a topic that we barely get into, apart from now that with the exposure of traveling, the exposure of the internet, we are able to know better or educate ourselves. And as she's saying, be more aware. And that's why I advocate, before you swipe to that white person, before you swipe to that black person, do some research. Be aware of what you're getting yourself into. Recently, we reacted to this Kenyan girl that was on the street and was asked about what they think or feel about Black Americans, and it was very, very funny. I'm not over that joke. But today I'm here to hear what other Kenyans have to say about Black American, and I'm more interested because their experience is more on the relationship perspective, and I would assume they know because now they are married, I guess, or so as I think. They have something like a good interaction with Black Americans or American men, Black men in that case. So let's get into this video. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about African American men especially, and also do you agree with whatever they're going to discuss? So let's get into it.
If they think Black Americans because they're black, they think they're good. Instead in bed like guys.
We are beginning hot. We are beginning big. I don't know if you guys even heard, because the audio of this video is not that good. But I just heard they're good in bed. I didn't know this. Well, is that true? Let me know. I'm joking. I'm joking before you come here and type your own things. Yeah. I just tried to be like, chill about this whole story because Mama could be watching this, Yeah, so let's not talk a lot about that, but let's hear what they have to say.
Women think that Black American men are very good in bed because they imagine that the Black American have a bigger dick than the whites.
Explicit.
When you come to Kenya,
okay, explicit. No lie detected though.
No, the women are expecting you to overperform. Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So praise, the Americans or the Black Americans want to know what do the Kenyan women think once they hear the word American or Black American. I think the first thing that comes to a Kenyan lady's mind is they are millionaires, like they are super rich.
Yes, baby! They are millionaires! Woo! Anyway. Is that true? Yeah, well, this is not news, yeah. This is not news. We think that way. We think like, there's some gold somewhere. But also this has a lot of the fact that it's written American. It doesn't have, even if it's a Kenyan American, we'll still think they have money. Like, how can you not have $20 to buy us whatever or to send us? Like, how can you not have 2,000 Kenyan shillings to send us? How can you not have 5,000 to contribute on my fundraising? Yeah, so we think you guys be millionaires. And not even like 2,000, like big money. Big money. 2,000 is like $20, maybe 15 now because of the exchange rate. But yes, this is very, very true. Very, very true. Yeah, is that true, guys? Tell me, are you guys balling?
Guys, let me tell you. You know how we watch in the movies, we say like Americans are so rich, they have cars, they're driving around Los Angeles, like how the American life is. So when you come to Africa, all the women gonna think like you have money. If you don't, even if you say you don't have money, they'll never believe that. They just think even if you're broke, you're just trying to. You're lying to us. Yeah. So, like from a personal experience.
That's very true. I just told you guys. There's no way we can believe you don't have money. You just have to have money somehow. Like your government pays you, right? Does it not? Like, you guys, your life is amazing. Money comes to you easy. You plant money on trees. Have you guys seen those jokes? About harvesting money on trees? Oh, funny. Maybe I'll insert a clip here if I find it. Oh, so funny.
Like from a personal experience, I also used to think the same, like, Black Americans or the Americans have like billions of money, until I had a relationship with one, and then I realized like they work hard to get that money. Like,
okay, so do they have money or they work hard to get the money so they have money? Which one? Expose! Because because you just saying they have money. They have money, right? Yeah, I agree. Oof.
Yet most of them have 2 jobs. You know, most of them have like 2 jobs to afford having money. Like in America, it's very hard.
Well, I know I was joking. Yeah. I know I was joking. But now I'm feeling sorry, man. You have to work 2 jobs to get money? I'm sorry, man. Like, sorry, man. Yeah. But 2 jobs you have money? Anyway, I'm joking.
You have to survive on one low-paying job. So someone will have to get 2 jobs to have that money. But in Africa, I'd be thinking like Americans just grab money from trees or something.
They have a lot of money.
So when you come to Africa, all the women gonna think you're rich, and they're gonna want you.
They think that.
I don't even think it's it's a women thing. I think it's an everyone thing, especially the not informed kind of people. And being in the travel world, I have seen and I've interacted with Americans, Europeans, people from everywhere. And that's when you understand the reality. So can I tell you which people have money? If you see Africans traveling, just know that they have money. And they make their money in Kenya shillings or in the currency of that country. Forget about these YouTubers that make money in dollars, yeah? I'm talking about someone that is making money from their Kenyan, like they have a salary and they're traveling. Those ones have money. Those ones are people that have money. Yeah, you will find many of the Americans, Europeans who just take advantage of the dollar exchange rate and how it can serve them. Like if you don't eat today, it can help you stay in Kenya for like 5 days, you know. These things, easy to be balanced. But I'm not saying that's everybody, of course. It's the others that have money.
They are romantic because we see the movies, they bring you flowers and they take you out. Like, and like the Kenyan guys who are just 50 bills.
So, there's the assumption that American men are very romantic. Based on my experience, I would say I have experienced more romance from American men than I have experienced with Kenyans. And not to say that Kenyan men are not romantic. I've actually also experienced that, but then that's like a gone story. But anyway, the thing that I'm saying is, I feel like on that note of romance, I can't speak for everybody because I'm thinking there still will be people that, you know, they don't do these things. They don't buy flowers. They don't do all these things that we ladies consider to be romantic. But I feel like in Kenya, there's more on quote unquote a stereotype of being romantic where, for example, to go to City Market to buy flowers is like such a dedication that before someone does it, quote unquote, unfortunately, they are seen as if they are simping instead of being romantic. Maybe one day we should sit down with men and they can take us through what it is when they are thinking about being romantic to women and how is that, what goes into their mind, like how is the processing situation and stuff like this. Yeah, but on this side, I'm gonna say, let's call it chivalry. I've received more chivalry treatment than I have received from a Kenyan man.
For an American, once you land in Africa, we just know you're romantic. You have to buy us flowers. That's what we are imagining, like you buy us, like just what we see in the movies, you buy us flowers, take us out for dinner.
Going out for movies.
Like in Kenya, Kenyan men don't do that shit. It's rare to get a Kenyan man who does that shit, you know? So, that's the other.
Why are you calling it shit? It's good things.
So romantic.
Yeah.
The third thing when it comes to what Kenyan women think when they hear, like maybe this is for the Black Americans. So most Kenyan women know nothing about Black Americans, right?
Facts. This is so true. And this reminds me about the video about this Kenyan that was reacting about how they feel. Many Kenyans don't know about Black Americans, about Americans that have color, about like different situations of people, stuff like this in relation to America. Some will even call Black Americans Mzungu, which I find that to be like, hey, stop it, please don't. Yeah, I find myself doing that. And then, well, we just need to keep educating each other. Videos like this will help us, someone else who does not know there's a difference between Black American and normal American or Africans, then they'll be able to know. So the other interesting thing is normally the assumption of a Black American being seen as an African, if that makes sense. Like, you'll be with a Black American, but appears Kenyan or appears Nigerian or appears any other country in Africa, yeah?
Yeah, they don't.
Did you know what about Black Americans? Not until I started posting.
Until you made skate and I was like, okay. Because I was just thinking like, if in the dating site and then I meet them and I'm just like,
now the funny thing is,
because you think they're just Kenyan guys.
Yeah, I explain to them what Kenyan girls do on the dating app. That's why they rarely match Black Americans.
Most of the Kenyan girls, they just sweep right to the...
Oh, so... This is a very interesting discussion about dating apps. So Kenyan girls have be accepting white men and declining black guys. We need to talk about this. We need to have a whole meeting and let's discuss about this matter. Just on an awareness perspective, so you're not naive or ignorant as you're doing some things that you'll be doing.
The white guys, always the white guys, because they know the skin and if they see any dark, this is a Kenyan, this is Nigerian, this is Uganda, Tanzania. Yeah.
And then do you know most Black Americans look like the Nigerians? They look like the people from the West.
Yeah.
So when the Kenyan girls on dating apps, they be like, once they just see a black person, it's on the left. And then when they see the white person,
right.
And then, because they think like the Black Americans are Kenyans or Nigerians or someone in Africa. They don't know Black Americans are their own community existing back there in America.
Mm-hmm.
So, most of the girls have not been aware about Black Americans, but I dedicate my TikTok on making Kenyan girls more aware that Black Americans are very nice people. On the dating app, not all black people are African. There's Black Americans from the US. And so once after I opened my TikTok, I started posting about my relationship. So more girls have been interested. They come to ask me, how can we get Black Americans? So guys, ensure if you're a Black American looking for a Kenyan lady, have hopes. More Kenyan women are getting enlightened.
Well, I find that to be funny, but okay, if you're a Black American, you want to date a Kenyan girl, have hopes, okay? Have hopes. I'm conflicted on whether we should be advocating for people to have hopes in terms of who we date and stuff like this. But well, with the rise of dating apps, like Tinder is what they are talking about, yeah? With the rise of those, then you need to be keen on knowing what the perspective and the thoughts of those people are before you even start like having a relationship.
Especially me, I'm creating more and more awareness. So
that's a thing. Because I never used to know anything about Black American. I was just like Kenyans and all.
I also never knew like America has black people. Imagine, and I'm educated, like to the university. You get even us in universities. Yeah. We don't know nothing about Black America.
It's very easy for us to think about America and not know about Black Americans, and this is why, because we mostly know about our immigrants, our people that have moved there, so we might be thinking on the same note that you guys also moved there, not knowing that you guys are natives from there, or based on the slave situation that ever happened many years ago, stuff like this. We can easily not know.
Mm-hmm. So how I came to know about Black Americans was in 2020. I had gone for a vacation in Diani. And then there's this girl, I met her there. Mm-hmm. She has like several businesses. So I was trying to inquire with her, like, how do you have all these businesses? And then she said, oh, I have a Black American fiance. He supports me with all this. And I was like, who are Black Americans? Then she told me it's black people living in America. So, guys, they don't teach much about Black Americans in Africa. Not even in school. We're not told about...
Well, I'd say the country that I hear people are taught about Black Americans is West Africa, at least Nigeria and Ghana. So I think Sierra Leone, I think they have a degree or at least some syllabus that teaches about this. And also there's a whole advocate of them coming back to Africa. That increases the awareness. But when you come to East Africa, this is almost like a topic that we barely get into, apart from now that with the exposure of traveling, the exposure of the internet, we are able to know better or educate ourselves. And as she's saying, be more aware. And that's why I advocate, before you swipe to that white person, before you swipe to that black person, do some research. Be aware of what you're getting yourself into.
We have brothers living in America or something. They only teach you a little bit about how slave trade happened in those old years. And they don't even tell us what happened to the slaves later. Did they live in America? Did they come back? They only tell us Africans sold their fellow Africans as slaves. So that is all we know. We don't even know there's a Black American community in America. Most of us don't know.
Yeah.
Even us who go to school, we don't know anything about it. You know? But
I'm so sure even my friends, they don't know.
But it's good now when you go, you make them aware, like Black Americans, they're here, they want to have the black queens, you know. Because I'm so sure when you date a Black American, the experience is different, like from dating a white man, if you're a black girl. Because the Black American, they're black like you, like they'll appreciate you. They won't like maybe look down upon you or something, like, you know. Sometimes I see most of the girls dating the white men, they say they face racism, the families can't accept them. But if you're a black girl dating a Black American, like the family will accept you, love you like easily because they're black, so it's easy for you to blend into them. Some people, okay, you know, some Kenyans assume that, I don't know, maybe some Black Americans are maybe violent or stingy or something like that. But
I've never heard of Black Americans being violent and stingy. This is a new one. This is really a new one.
But I always tell them, each market has rotten goods. So you can get these bad black people and there is bad white people. So you can't generalize that according to the rest. Let's tell them you can have...
In terms of violence and stuff like this, I've even had more like negative energy coming from whites compared to blacks. And don't quote me in case you feel like I am advocating for blacks, but well, I am. But I mean, the whites, I don't know of this stereotype. It's not famous to my ears, but let me know if you do. But as she's saying, there's still good and bad in every community of people or group of people, yeah?
Have a good experience with the Black Americans, and still you can have a good experience with the white Americans.
I'm also thinking on this thing that if they say Black Americans because they're black, they think they're good inside in bed, like
Kenyan women think that Black American men are very good in bed because they imagine that the Black American have a bigger dick than the whites. So when you come to Kenya, just know the women are expecting you to overperform.
They need to perform.
Yeah, so when you come in, that's what the Kenyan women are thinking, like the Black Americans have a better dick than the whites. I'm trying to create more awareness to the...
On this note, on that note, I don't know. I'm a child of a pastor. I do not know what they're talking about, okay? Save me. But I appreciate their confidence. Yeah. Well, so the ending of that video was very funny, because the lady was like, if you know any Black American, please hook her up. So let's continue with the marketing. But the interesting part is, well, it's good to just educate yourself a little bit, and I hope this video introduces you to some thoughts. And if you're a Black American or an African watching this, African American watching this video, well, we don't know necessarily so much about you, so feel free to reach out and educate us. Feel free to leave a comment, and someone might read it and be like, oh, I didn't know this, now I know. Anyway, those are our thoughts about what we think about African Americans, and I'm happy to hear their opinion. I'm gonna be doing these videos back and forth, because I love to hear it. And anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye for now. And please subscribe.